You know, the first step really is to go take a ride. You know, the flight schools, FBOs normally have a discovery flight. It's about $100. Sometimes they're lower. The Experimental Aircraft Association, which is an organization made up of people who build their own planes, they have what's called a Young Eagles Day, and they give free rides to kids between the ages, I think, of 8 and 16 or 17 years old to spark that interest in them.
I am the general manager of AirQuest Aviation. We are the fixed base operator here at the Pittsburgh Butler Regional Airport. We provide all of your aviation services here on the airfield, from jet fuel, airplane fuel, maintenance, avionics on airplanes. We have charter flights, and we have a flight school. So we have different flight students of different stages of their training coming in and out every day.
High Flight Academy is a world-class training facility located here in Western Pennsylvania. We're the only ones in the area who have a full motion simulator to use on our fleet. The Redbird Full Motion Simulator is a training device that we use to simulate the real airplane. Not only is it half the cost, but it's 3 times as efficient as the actual airplane.
So you take that ride and you realize that it's attainable, and then go for it. You know, you can either get involved in a flying program, or if you want to go through the military route, which normally requires a degree, with the exception of the Army. They have a high school to flight school program.
I started my aviation career as an Army aviator. I was ROTC in college. Had the blessing of going to Army flight school. I was an Army helicopter instructor pilot. Years later, I started a career as a special agent with the FBI, and later in my career became a pilot for the FBI.
The employment opportunities right now are almost limitless, whether it's through the airlines, which you have to accumulate some flying hours, but right now, say you get your ratings, you want to get your instructor's rating, then you go to work for the people that taught you how to fly, and then when you get 1,500 hours, you apply to the airlines, and that's the requirement right now. So there's a definite career path.
At High Flight, we really like to try to keep the tradition alive of just flying and keeping the passion there. For example, we like to do the cutting of the shirt tail. So if you haven't heard of that, what it is that the pilot used to sit in the back of the airplane and the student would sit up front, and there weren't any radios, so they couldn't talk. And so the instructor would tug on their shirt and tell them which way to go. Well, when you get to the solo point, they would actually cut the back of your shirt tail to indicate that you didn't need that training anymore. So we continue that alive with our shirt cutting every time I solo.
And so with this competition of everybody needing pilots, the entry pay has gone up, which is a win-win deal for somebody who's interested. And these opportunities exist male or female. You know, there's not the glass ceiling, so to speak, that you hear about at times with women trying to progress up through the ranks.